Confused about LLCs and sole proprietorships? You're in the right place. Today, we're breaking down these business structures step by step. So by the end of this video, you'll have a clear idea of which one's best for your business goals. Let's start with why this matters. The business structure you choose affects pretty much everything from your taxes to how much personal risk you're taking on. It's a big deal, and getting it right can save you headaches down the road. In this video, we're focusing on two main options, LLC and sole proprietorships. These are popular choices for small businesses and startups, but they work pretty differently. We'll look at what makes each one unique and help you figure out which one might be a better fit for you. By the time we're done with this video, you'll understand the pros and cons of both. You'll know how they impact your liability, your taxes, and how you run your business day to day. And to help you get started, I've put together a free LLC guide that you can download now at llcblueprint.com/free guide. Plus, if you're ready to set up your LLC, I highly recommend Northwest Registered Agents. They'll handle the whole setup for you for just $39. For your convenience, I put all the links down in the description of this video. So go ahead and check them out. And before we move on, please know that I earn a small commission if you choose to shop through my links. It doesn't cost you anything extra, and it helps me support my channel. And with that in mind, let's get started. All right, let's look at LLCs. You've probably seen these three letters everywhere, but what's the big deal? Well, it turns out there's a lot more to an LLC than meets the eye, and it could be a game changer for your business. First off, LLC stands for Limited Liability Company. It's a business structure that's become super popular, especially for small businesses and startups. But why? Well, it's like getting the best of both worlds. You get the protection of a big corporation, but with the tax benefits and flexibility of a smaller business. Let's break it down. The main thing about an LLC is that it separates you from your business. Imagine you've got a line drawn between your personal stuff like your car, house, and savings, and your business. Now, if something goes wrong with the business, that line helps protect your personal assets. That's what we call personal asset protection, and it's a big deal. Now, you might be thinking, okay, that sounds great, but what about taxes? Well, here's where it gets interesting. With an LLC, you've got options. You can choose how you want to be taxed. Most people go for what's called pass-through taxation. This means the business itself doesn't pay taxes. Instead, the profits pass through onto you and you report them on your personal tax return. It's simpler and can save you money. But the benefits don't stop there. LLCs are also pretty flexible when it comes to management. You can run it yourself, have partners, or even hire managers. It's up to you. Plus, having an LLC can make your business look more professional. When you're dealing with clients or other businesses, those three letters after your company name can give you some extra credibility. Of course, nothing's perfect, right? LLCs do have some downsides. Setting one up costs more than just starting as a sole proprietor. You've got filing fees, and in some states, you need to publish a notice in the newspaper. I know, pretty crazy. There's also more paperwork involved. You'll need to keep good records and file reports each year. And depending on where you live, you might have to pay annual fees to keep your LLC status. But here's the thing. For many businesses, these extra costs and efforts are totally worth it, especially if you're in a business where there's a higher risk of something going wrong. Think about it. If you're a freelance writer, your risk might be pretty low. But if you're opening a restaurant or a construction company, that extra protection could be a lifesaver. Now, one of the coolest things about LLCs is how they can grow with you. Maybe you're starting small, just you and your big idea. But what if things take off? An LLC can easily add members. That's what they call owners in an LLC. You could bring in partners or even turn it into a bigger company down the road. Now, let's look at the other end of the spectrum. Imagine a business structure so simple, you could start it today without filing a single form. Sounds perfect, right? Well, not so fast. There's a reason they say you get what you pay for. Welcome to the world of sole proprietorships. This is the simplest form of business structure out there, and it's incredibly common, for small businesses. But what exactly is a sole proprietorship? Well, basically, it's doing business as yourself. There is no legal separation between you and your business. Setting up a sole proprietorship is super easy. In most cases, you don't even need to register with the state. You can just start doing business under your own name or choose a business name and file for a Doing Business As (DBA) certificate. That's it. You're in business. You see, one of the biggest perks of a sole proprietorship is the complete control you have. You're the boss and you make all the decisions. There's no board of directors or partners to consult. This can be great if you like calling all the shots. Taxes are also pretty straightforward with a sole proprietorship. You report your business income and expenses on your personal tax return. There's no separate business tax return to file, which can save you time and money. But here's the tricky part. In a sole proprietorship, there's no separation between your personal and business finances. It's all in one pot. This might sound convenient, but it can be very risky. Let's say your business runs into trouble. Maybe a client sues you or you can't pay a business debt. In a sole proprietorship, your personal assets like your house, car, or savings could be on the line. The court could come after your personal stuff to pay off business debts. That's what we mean by unlimited personal liability, and it's a big deal. This lack of separation can also make your business seem less professional. Some clients or partners might prefer working with a more formal business structure. It could affect your ability to get loans or attract investors. But hey, listen, it's not all bad. Sole proprietorships can be a great fit for certain situations. If you're just starting out, testing a business idea, or running a low-risk business, a sole proprietorship might be perfect. Think freelance writers, consultants, or small online shops. These types of businesses often have lower risks and smaller financial transactions. The low cost and simplicity of a sole proprietorship can be really appealing. There's no need for fancy paperwork or expensive filing fees. You can focus on actually running your business instead of dealing with administrative hassles. Now, it's also worth noting that you are not stuck with a sole proprietorship forever. Many successful businesses start this way and then transition to an LLC or corporation as they grow. It's a flexible starting point that allows you to test the waters without a big upfront commitment. All right, so you've got the basics down, but here's the million-dollar question. Which structure is truly best for your business? The answer might surprise you, and it's not a one-size-fits-all. Let's break it down and see how sole proprietorships and LLCs stack up against each other in key areas. First up, liability protection. And this is where LLCs really shine. Remember that line we talked about earlier, the one that separates your personal assets from your business? So with an LLC, that line is strong. If something goes wrong with your business, your personal stuff is generally safe. But with a sole proprietorship, there's no line at all. Your personal assets could be at risk if your business faces legal trouble or debts. Now, let's talk about taxes. Both structures have their perks here. With a sole proprietorship, it's super simple. Your business income just goes straight to your personal tax return. Easy peasy. LLCs are a bit more flexible. You can choose how you want to be taxed, which might save you money depending on your situation. All right, so what about setting up shop? If you're looking for quick and easy, sole proprietorship is your friend. In most cases, you can start today without any paperwork. LLCs take a bit more effort. You'll need to file some forms and pay some fees. But many entrepreneurs find that extra step worth it for the benefits they get. Thinking about growth? This is where things get interesting. LLCs are built to grow with you. You can easily add members or even transition to a different business structure down the road. Sole proprietorships are more limited. If you want to bring on partners or scale up significantly, you might need to change your business structure. So how do you decide? It really comes down to your specific situation. Think about your industry. Are you in a high-risk field like construction or food service? An LLC might be a smart choice for liability protection. Running a low-risk business like freelance writing or consulting? A sole proprietorship could work just fine. Consider your business size and future plans too. Starting small but dreaming big? An LLC gives you room to grow. Happy keeping things simple and solo? Well, a sole proprietorship might be all you need. All right, so here's a quick decision-making framework to help you out. You want to protect your personal assets, you're in a high-risk industry, you plan to have partners or employees, you want flexibility in how you're taxed, and you're thinking about significant future growth. Go for a sole proprietorship if you're just testing out a business idea, you're in a low-risk industry, you want the simplest possible setup, you're okay with personal liability, and you plan to keep things small and simple. Remember, there's no one-size-fits-all answer. Your perfect business structure depends on your unique goals, risks, and plans. And here's the good news. You're not locked into your choice forever. Many successful businesses start as sole proprietorships and transition to LLCs as they grow. The most important thing is to make an informed decision based on your specific needs. Think about where you are now and where you want to be in the future. Consider your risk tolerance and how much protection you need. And don't be afraid to dream big. Choose a structure that can support your ambitions. So now that we've gone through the ins and outs of LLCs and sole proprietorships, it's time to make your move. Take a moment to think about your business goals and how much risk you're comfortable with. If you're feeling unsure, it's a good idea to chat with a legal or tax pro. They can give you personalized advice based on your specific situation. It might cost a bit, sure, but it could save you a lot of future headaches. And for those of you who are ready to get started, I've got a great option for you. Check out Northwest Registered Agents. They're pros at helping folks like you set up their businesses. And here's the best part. If you use my link down in the description of this video, you can get started for as little as $39. It's a great deal that'll make getting your business off the ground a whole lot easier. I hope this video was helpful. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.